My name is Aderonke Olubanjo, the principal instructor of the leading fashion college in Oyo State, Ibadan City Fashion College, and definitely one of the best fashion schools in Nigeria. And today we're back to talk about sewing, a fashion business, how to develop a fashion business. If you have watched any of my videos before now, definitely you'll have gained a thing or two about starting your fashion business, developing it, growing it, and becoming a big gun in the society. The world that we are in today, yes, the opportunities are there. So many opportunities are there for all of us. The only thing is you need to grab it. I mean, nothing good comes easy. Nothing good comes waiting for you in a platter of gold. I mean, you have to do your part. You have to step out, do what you should do, put in your best, put in all your efforts. So then, of course, the results will fall in. To ask you a question, and that is, if I may ask you today, why are you in the fashion business? Why exactly did you choose fashion? As a fashion teacher and been in the industry for about 20 years now, I've seen that we all have different reasons of doing this business. We all have different reasons of choosing fashion as our main thing. And what I've realized is if tensions are not clear from the beginning, by the time you get halfway and the bumps, you start climbing on the bumps, not like you are driving on a very smooth road. The bumps, those times when you climb the bumps and you do the big, it makes you rethink, like, do I really want to be in this business? Fine, it happens to almost everybody in every industry. It's not just particular to fashion alone. But the clear thing is, whatever business you're doing, knowing why you're starting from the beginning helps a lot. It helps you go, it helps you keep going. It's one of the things that motivates you. Okay, this is the goal, this is why I'm doing this, and definitely I'm not stopping halfway soon in any way. And for others in the different fields who are peradventure watching me, because I've had comments from many of you who are not just in the fashion field and that have gained one or two things from my talk. If you're in a different field, what's the main reason why you choose to be an entrepreneur and not an employee? If I will ask this question properly, I'll ask you, do you think you're caught out for business or you're caught out to be an employee? Because for some of us, we need to serve, to work, to gain some experience before starting our own business. And that's why you'll see people handling business with levity in a way you can't even explain, and you'll be wondering, do they really want to do this or not? I came across a post recently, and the person said, I can't really put it in words, but he said something like, it's better if some business owners would actually step out, gain some experience before starting their own business. Maybe they will have clear-cut idea on how to do things. And that tells me that, of course, some people are getting things wrong, which, well, some of us learn on the way. I mean, who doesn't learn by falling? Even if a child tries to walk, you fall, then you learn to walk again. But to save ourselves all these troubles, from especially customers who feel, why are you even doing the business? Have you learned enough? Define your decision. Know why you're doing what you're doing. Know why you're doing what you want to do. Not because A and B is doing it. Because let's be honest, one of the problems you have today is what you're seeing other people do, what you think they're achieving, and you also want to do it. And that's an issue. Sometimes what you're saying is not what they're doing. I'm saying this authoritatively. Sometimes the more you look, the less you see. So don't make your decisions, or don't base your plans on my friend achieved this, definitely let me also start my own business. If you are caught out to be a worker, stay in your office and work. Business is not for the faint-hearted. The person you're seeing, sometimes you're only seeing what you're seeing. They're going through a lot of struggles. And for some people, they're doing something different from what you think they're doing. And what you're seeing is just what you can see. Some of us didn't ask ourselves before we started. We just found ourselves back in the middle of the business, in the middle of the swimming pool of business. Like, some of us didn't get good jobs. Some people finished school and they felt, instead of staying at home, let me learn something. And while learning that, and they discovered, okay, fine, this thing looks interesting, let me start it with it. And that's how they started. For someone like you, you're good to go. You're not alone. The only thing you need to do is start developing yourself for what you're doing. Like, if you find yourself in the middle of a marathon, or you find yourself in the middle of a pool, before you swim, before you enter a pool, I know you will learn how to swim. So why would you jump into a business without learning the art of the business? It's not just about learning the skill. And this is one of the things I hammer at my fashion school. It's not about learning the skill. The skill is different. The business is different. There are two different things that you must combine together to have a perfect thing to show to the world, and a perfect thing to sit down with and say, this one, I know I'm doing it well. So if you haven't asked yourself before, take a break. Ask yourself that questions. Why am I doing this? I will give you 4 reasons that I've seen people do business. Number 1 thing is money. We all like money. We all know, to be honest with ourselves, I'm doing this for money. Because if money is not involved, then why are you doing it? I'm doing it because I want to make money to help myself, money to feed myself, to feed my family, to have a good life, to live well, to achieve all the goals. That's the major reason. So if you're doing it for money, it's beautiful. Just know that you must do it in a way that you will make the needed money. Not just making a little bit that is not even enough to sustain the business. 2 reasons is the desire to be your own boss. Some of us got tired of working for other people and you feel, okay, it's time I settle down and be on my own. Or some of us are in the offices and each time you resume at work, your brain tells you, I'm not supposed to be here. I don't want to be here. My passion is this and that. That's the reason why some of us are in business. Number 3 is the love for freedom and working or creating something you love. Yeah, the love for freedom. You want to be free. You want to own your hours. That was one of the reasons why I chose business when I started. I didn't want to do business, but I just didn't want to be controlled by hours. And I said, okay, even if I'll have to work, I need to own the kind of work I want to do so I can do some other things. I like doing different things at the same time. So don't blame me and don't try to be like me. The love for freedom made you choose business or fashion business or makeup, cooking, whatever thing you're busy. Fantastic, you're doing well. The number 4 is other reasons best known to you. Many people jump into business or find themselves in business for reasons best known to them, not really to anybody. These reasons are beautiful. There's nothing bad in having different reasons for starting a business. But what you need to know in the fullness of its reality is, this is beautiful to start. But the truth of the matter that some people will not tell you, I'm not the aspire to perspire thing, it takes a minimum of 3 to 5 years for your business to break even. I'm not talking about breaking through. I'm talking about breaking even. So when someone tells you, I started last year and this year I have 10 million in my account, I just bought a house and Vegas, Ikoyi, I did this in Banana Island, my sister, my brother, check out well. I'm not sure that's what they think they're doing. Business takes a lot from you. I mean, I always say this thing, don't listen to audio testimonies. Don't listen to audio sold out. Don't listen to audio, I made 10 million in a month. Don't listen to audio news. Reality is different from what you're seeing on social media. And social media has painted a lot of images for us that is confusing so many startups today. And startups just think they start the business and in 6 months, things are looking up and down, they're discouraged. Because the truth is, the person you're following is not telling you the truth of the matter. Nothing happens in 3 years and in 2 years, 1 year. No, the money keeps going in. Imagine you have invested a lot of money in this business. To get the money back itself is a big deal. Not to talk of getting excess on it, which will accumulate to be your profit. And this takes a lot of time. I mean, it's not the first day you open your store that you sell something worth 5 million naira. If your capital is 5 million, and that's, if you're selling a car, is different. Capital of starting a car is more than 5 million. So you can sell 5 million car in a day. But don't compare yourself to some people that you cannot define what they're doing. They don't have a clear idea of how they're going about it. But if you look at the Yorubas will say, if you look at the cloud, you waste your water. In my dialect, let me put it clear, they will say, if you look at the way the cloud is, you just waste water, you pour everything away, believing, this is how it is, I'm going to make the money today. No, it takes time. It takes a lot of time. Building is a step by step. It's a process. It's a process. So what do I mean? 3 to 5 years, that's when your business starts breaking even. And a break even comes before a breakthrough. Let me define. Break even is you invest 10 million in. Let me bring it down. 10 million seems big for some people. For some startups, you invest 500,000 naira in. To get the 500,000 naira back, it's not your break even. You start selling, you make profits, you do this and that. The day you make 500,000 plus another 500,000 naira that you can conveniently remove from that money, and the others are not affected, that's the day you break even. And not just once. I mean, you can do it repeatedly for like 5-6 months and finally I'm breaking even. That means I can say this 500k, I'm not touching it, and the business is still moving. In Nigeria of today, we know how difficult this can look or this can be. That means it takes time. You'll be able to remove 50k today. For the 50k you are removing today, I'm telling you, someone going back to that business tomorrow to keep it rolling. Break even sometimes takes some people have been in the business 10 years and they have not even broken even. They are still on the level of mixing it up, rolling it up, trying to make it work, trying to match it together. And you are thinking that when I start, by next year I must buy my car, by next year I must buy a land. It's not like that. It's a different thing entirely. So as a startup, I'm telling you now, mark your time well and don't be in a rush to achieve. Being in a rush to achieve is part of what pushes people to do wrong things, to go into wrong deals. Wanting to be the big girl, the big boy, chill with the big boys on time. Don't rush. It's hot water. If you pour it early, it will burn your mouth. So when someone started a business in 12 months and they're screaming breakthrough, can you please look closely into what they're doing and be sure what you think they're doing is what exactly they're doing. Let me borrow this rule, like I said earlier. Audio breakthrough is not what you should follow. Shouldn't be your role model. Social media has spread it around so much, and that's it. So if you invest 1 million into your business, and when you make 1 million, like I said earlier, is not your breakthrough point. It's not even your break-even point. You're just starting. Gradually, you start saving up. You start making money, and by the time you make enough money to put aside, then you can say, okay, I'm getting to a level where this money is about 1 million extra that I can put back and expand the business. And the moment you even start you keep expanding. Do we call it a break-even or a breakthrough? You're not there. The breakthrough level is when you can say, okay, from my business, I can remove money to buy a car and my business is not crying. And that takes time. It takes time. Some people 10 years they are still on because they are still in the business of expanding that. Because the age that we are in, people like so many of us are getting things wrong. What you see is, oh, that person has this, and definitely if she can do it in 1 year, I can do better. I sabi past her, I'm finer than her, I can speak better English. So may your English help you. Amen. Many of the business you are seeing today are still rolling over, like I told you. They are still putting their money in and in and in and out. And the breakthrough is still even out of sight. Break-even is still out of sight. Talk less of the breakthrough. So when you meet an upcoming entrepreneur, I'm telling you, an upcoming entrepreneur, as you're entering this business, don't put your foot in and say it is cold. I'll put my Yoruba dialect again. They will say, all that I'm going in. You don't put your foot into the water and start saying, no, this water is so cold. No, you are entering it. You are entering it. It's a thing that you enjoy it. It's part of what makes you. You see, I started with nothing. Zero, like just sewing machine and all, and I can say where I am today. If anything happens and business looks shaky, I know I'll go back. The money will come, because the way I started and I grew with it has helped me a lot. So if you're not patient to start and grow with your business, you keep on getting this one, pumping it in. By the time stormy waters come, what you'll be looking for is how to get money back here and there to be supporting. And that is how many business crash, because too much loans, too much borrowing to sustain a business will not help anyone. It won't help anybody. It takes a lot of energy, hard work, determination, headaches, calculations, day and night. As a business owner, do you sleep? Because sometimes you're sleeping and what's going on in your head is figures. How do I sell this? How do I make money to pay the rent? How do I make money to sort my bills? And today the major problem is energy. Power supply. How do I make enough money in Nigeria? That's the problem. How to make money if there's light is even better. You're talking about diesel at a terribly high rate, petrol at a terribly high rate, and sometimes it goes so scarce, and hardly do we see any business that can survive without these basic things. If you're going to the business in Nigeria today, think very well. You can break even, yes, you can break through, but it takes you doing some proper planning. I'll do something soon about how to put up your business plan. Something simple, not something so complicated that you can do yourself. So you can plan and prepare for the stormy weathers, or what we call the rainy days, and to be fine, For starters, sleepless nights, you can't do without it. Don't stop thinking about how this will look like, what it will look like, because your business is your 24 hours baby. You can't just say, when I close. You see, when people say they're leaving their work for business, I always ask, if you're leaving your work for business because you think you're working too much for your boss, sorry. In business, you're going to work 24 hours because your brain will keep on thinking about money, how to keep it going. In your workplace, you're thinking about 30 days, make one pay. we get money, we get paid. Your company loses, your company gains, you're getting paid. But business is different. It's your baby now. You are the one that will make the money. Eat. You don't make it, you don't eat.